12:36, so we'll be done at 1:37. Welcome everyone to episode 57 of Keeping It Real. Today we have lots to do here on the show. We have lots to talk about, lots to get through. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited that you're here, and I have an expo marker today. If you remember from the last couple of episodes, I've been reviewing things, going over stuff, trying to get structure and a storyline, I guess, to this life that is mine. I'd like to give a special shout out to D Money. If you know, you know. I got a Instagram follow. Shout out D Money. Okay, so we're gonna start off today with these two laminated pieces of paper. I've got an expo marker in my hand, and with that, I'm gonna start using it. So we're going to transfer what I have gone and revised from this piece of paper. And to explain to the listeners what this piece of paper is, it's sort of a revamp of my entire life, which is pretty harsh to do, especially on just one piece of paper. And I did not stick to these requirements, I guess. And because of that, I revisited it yesterday night. And when I did revisit it, I went and I rewrote the things. I reworded them. And I read them and I thought about why I wrote them and how I wrote them and how I could rewrite them, but better. Because I don't think it's a bad thing to want better for yourself, but I do think it's a bit toxic to be in a vicious up and down cycle where it's like you either have to be perfect or you should just ignore your well-being altogether. It's okay to not be perfect and just try to be better every day. Okay, so daily outline. And then this one is going to be how do I write this? It's like what I'm working for in the long term. Looking ahead with an arrow going forward. So I have daily outline and I have looking ahead. So since it's 1:30 in the morning when this episode ends, there's not much of like a daily to-do list that I can write. I think we'll save writing down daily to-do lists for when I actually am on this episode and it's the beginning of the day. What we're actually going to do is try and get as much of... Man, I feel like cold and like bad. Is there like a... Oh. Okay. So, we want to get as much of this onto this as we can. So, let's start at the very top. Well, you want to... How do you draw a star? Ooh, avoid using social media. Amazing. Next, we're going to want to... That's a bad star. Attempt handwritten daily outline. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of I'm going to put try to. in front of avoid using social media. Now I'm going to write attempt handwritten daily outline, and then I wrote that, and then I'm going to write try to work at Jersey Mike's. Another star coming in here. Ooh, I never write stars, but I'm getting the hang of it. It's quite fun. Try to drink 3 liters of water daily. I can erase this. Daily. You know what's funny about this one is that it started out as drink exactly 3 liters of water every day. I rewrote that in the vein of not making everything so perfectionistic as try to drink 1 liter in the morning and try to drink 1 at night. And I was like, well, if I get to 2, that'd be okay. But that's still sort of... So I'm just going to simplify it. It's less perfectionist, and it still has the 3 in it. So try to drink 3 liters of water daily. That's good. Now I'm going to write... Should I be... Try to shower... twice a day. Try to brush teeth 3 times a day. Try to be awake at 8 and asleep by 12. Try to avoid eating / drinking / screens from 9 to 9. Try to eat healthy. Try to... Well, see, this isn't all going to fit, but it's okay. We'll make it work. We'll just keep going. Try to read. Try to walk / run a mile. Try to go to gym. Try to be in public. Try to be hygienic. Try to be financially conscious. Okay, so looking ahead, I want to eat healthy, Try to be hygienic. Okay, I can get rid of that one. Try to be financially conscious. Try to go gym. Try to be in public. All right, so now we got a lot of things written down. And this is like my outline of the things that I want for my life. It's scary having this written down, you know? When this episode's said and done, I'm most likely, I'll edit it, post it, and then I'll probably just drive to McDonald's and get 2 blue slushies with a Big Mac and 20-piece nuggets and, spend way too much money at McDonald's. And then I'll probably end up staying up until like 7 a.m. And then I'll probably, just crash and go to bed. I missed a call from my dad at 1:51 p.m. today. I was asleep. It's so funny because when the camera wasn't on, I was thinking of like maybe this was going to be like one of those really nasty episodes where I was like going to just talk about how I feel really alone and everything's really cold but like now I'm just kind of like, we wrote the to-do list or not the to-do list. The to-do list is right here. Nothing, it's blank, but we wrote the looking ahead, the outline list, the grander scale idea list. I don't know. The grander scale, the life goals, I wonder, I wonder a lot of things, but I wonder, like, if I'll keep doing this. I've always thought that this is a really good thing to be doing, and, what do you mean always? I might not, it's weird because I've never treated something like this before. Like it's non-negotiable. Like I've always like let myself slack, just do whatever, be whatever, live whatever, but it's like a year ago now, I started to, make videos. And I told myself, well, each day I have to make a YouTube video. And it's so funny to see how that's changed because now it's not just a YouTube video. It's a YouTube video, a 1-hour podcast where I talk about my feelings. I have 4 YouTube shorts with the pure goal of entertainment. I have an Instagram reel to make every day where I just want to stand out and show my peers that I exist. And it's all non-negotiable, Like, I have to do these things. Like, if I don't do them, they don't get done, and I just feel shitty about it. I have to do them. Let's pivot now to a big task of the day, a big important moment for today's episode. Today we're going to be looking at a Google Doc that I made about a year and 4 months ago. It is titled Volume 1, and then it is written the full name of my ex-girlfriend, and then Jack Lauren Kadis. I remember writing volume 1 thinking about how there's going to be so many volumes. And I made this well, let's see. I think it started maybe as something in my notes app where I would just write down what we did. I started doing this like on the third or fourth date maybe. And then, I think much sooner than a month into what was our relationship, I decided to make it into this Google Doc, which changed very many times formatting-wise over the course of the 4 months that we were together. None of this really matters. What matters is, oh, you know what? This is the wrong document. I'm so sorry. I don't want to be in this document. I don't care much for this document. I want to be in this document. Oh, that's not it. That's the same one. There we go. This document is titled Kadis, Volume 1. Now, I made this document a year ago today, February 22nd. My first entry is staring at me right here, February 22nd. And we're going to read through that probably about 4 or 5 times. We're going to really think about the words. We're going to probably leave a note because that's a feature. This is a digital diary in a sense. And speaking of things that were at a time mandatory for me, I would write in here every single day. But now it's, once a week, once every 2 weeks. So without further ado, let's get the table of contents and jump right into February 22nd of 2024 through the lens of me. February 22nd, how to live life. Where do I begin? Actually, I want to see if there's a February 22nd entry on the other doc that we previously opened. Because there might be, I wonder. No, there's not. There's not. Okay. February 22nd, how to live life. That's the name of the entry. How to live life. All right, Jack, tell us. Very, very excited for this. Where do I begin? And just so you know, now I'm reading. This is me reading. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? There's a question mark afterwards. It's not written twice. I just wanted to kind of see if I can read it as if it was like the question. Where do I begin? I often wonder. I wonder what to wonder. Right now, it's 11:11 p.m. on Thursday, February 22nd. I am sitting with my closest friend Sam, and we are in a study booth. This is for me tomorrow to read. Hello. Congratulations on getting to bed last night. I know you were tired. I want you to know that it is okay. You are okay, and you will be okay. Think about how far you have come and all that you know. If you have learned anything so far in life, it is that time holds great power. Take this moment to imagine your future self. Who do you want to be? Now, instead of dwelling on this, begin to think about what the actions of today look like. How can you be you in the present moment? Just take a deep breath and know that you will always be there for yourself. You have your family and your friends, and they both see you. All will be well. Smile and get some good work done today. You deserve to. I don't know how well I remember writing that, but I do remember sitting with Sam. I think we were downstairs in the common area of the apartment building we lived in, I think. And I think that I felt out of my body, really, kind of. Like I felt kind of like removed from myself. I had just been broken up with, pretty harshly, I would say. Um, I like it's easy to say like all the things that I did wrong and how I could have been better and that it's my fault that it happened and I wasn't good enough and all that. But the truth is, like, it was pretty out of nowhere. I remember at the time I thought that like once it happened, it was like, yeah, I saw this coming, or like, yeah, I had a feeling. But like, everyone always says that, you know. We recently have been pranking, or there was this prank going on in our apartment where we figured out we could get into one of our roommates' rooms without him knowing, even though he locks the door. And we started to move items just a little bit each day, right, to see if he would notice. And I gave it away. I told him eventually that we were doing that, and he one of the first things he said after learning that it was happening was like, "Oh, I knew it. I had an idea. Like things would move," and I'm like, "I knew it." No, you fucking didn't. I think people have this thing within them that tells them that it's like a pattern recognize. It's like the pattern recognition of our brain sometimes betrays us, right? Because we're so good at seeing patterns and creating storylines that sometimes we make things up out of absolute nowhere. And I think it was so traumatic for someone that I had invested so much of myself into and been so vulnerable to and worked so hard with, leave. So I guess, the human in me, the nature, like the natural thing for me to do was say like, well, realistically, I saw this coming, and I saw this coming, and like I can move past this, and next time, I'll take this as a learning experience. But that's just not that's just not really the truth of what happened. The truth of what happened is like, dude, I got ditched. There's no like easy way. These things, like it's like death, I always say. And it's not like, there's nothing pretty about it. I got spit on and kicked in the face and pantsed in front of the entire school. Like I got fucked. Like, but like, it's so rewarding to be able to talk about it now, like I am, like in the past tense. Like it's over with, like it already happened, and like I'm alive. It is. It's like, it's surreal because I remember writing this entry, and I remember like just feeling like so alone. I remember writing that line. I remember writing, I'm sitting with my closest friend Sam. We are in a study booth. And I remember like Sam he had no fucking idea. Like he didn't give a shit. Like he could never know. And I would never, like, I remember like I told the guys that like we split when it happened, I think. But like I didn't, like, I was very like, it's all fine. I don't care, I guess. Like I just, I said, yeah, it sucks, but like it'll be okay. Dude, it wasn't okay. And in some ways I was going to say it's still not okay, but really I think it's starting. I think finally after a year now it is starting to be okay. And it's crazy. It's crazy because I remember writing these words thinking, how will I feel when I read them back a year from now? And I couldn't imagine that I'd have this, that I'd have this camera and this mic. Even though just tonight I got home from work, it's 1 a.m. I got off work at 10. I came home and I procrastinated for 2 hours mindlessly on the internet. I finished this bag of potato chips. I didn't even go and talk to Sam when I got home and his girlfriend on the couch. Like I just totally like put myself in my dark room and was just alone. And I felt alone. And I thought about this. And I thought about when I get on here, I'll probably say all these awful things. Like, oh, I just hate myself. And like, oh, this sucks and that sucks. But the truth is, like, I've really come a long way. And I'm proud to say that to someone. So let's reread it just because we can. February 22nd, how to live life. Where do I begin? I often wonder. I wonder what to wonder. Right now, it's 11:11 p.m. on Thursday, February 22nd. I am sitting with my closest friend Sam. We are in a study booth. This is for me tomorrow to read. Hello. Congratulations on getting to bed last night. I know you were tired. I want you to know that it's okay. You are okay, and you will be okay. Think about how far you have come and all that you know. If you have learned anything so far in life, it is that time holds great power. Take this moment to imagine your future self. Who do you want to be? Now, instead of dwelling on this, begin to think about what the actions of today look like. How can you be you in the present moment? Just take a deep breath and know that you will always be there for yourself. You have your family and your friends, and they both see you. All will be well. Smile and get some work done today. You deserve to. I am really proud of these words because they were really hard to write. I mean, I can't even explain it to you people with words. Like, I got dumped. Like she didn't, like, it was like, crazy. It was crazy. So let's move on. Below this, on April 11th of last year, I wrote a note. I wrote, reading this made me smile. I think this was a fantastic opening. I am so happy to know that I have my own back. It was almost as if I started to forget. Reading this has helped me remember. I am my number one fan. I love you, Jack. Thanks, Jack. We haven't cried yet on Keeping It Real, and that, we didn't get too close, but maybe if with this one we will. February 9th note. So I wrote this like a week and a half ago. It's 5 a.m. right now. I'm going to start Hard 100 soon. Reading this was supposed to be Hard 100, and I did it. Well, I guess I started it, I guess I started it, but it's just not going the way that I thought, but that's how things in life go. It's 5 a.m. right now. I'm going to start Hard 100 soon. Reading this almost makes me want to cry. I was so broken while writing this. I remember how hard it was to even breathe. I cannot stress enough how strongly I feel for the man that wrote this entry on the 22nd of February in 2024. I know he knew that he would be okay. He is okay now, but also I know how horrible he felt in the moment. Then and there, he was alone. He had nobody. Today, he has himself. While that may not be enough, it damn sure is something. He has himself and he loves himself. I love you, Jack. Never stop being you. Let's make another entry. The shift key on this laptop is so sticky. Okay. I think it's just heading 2. Oh, that's not it. Heading 2? Okay. Feb 22nd, even though it's technically the 23rd because it's past midnight. I don't care. This is mine. I do what I want. Final note. Oh my gosh. Please help me. I can't seem to do anything. Normal. Okay. Okay. It's 1:06 a.m. in the morning right now. I am typing this live on Keeping It Real. In parentheses, episode 57, if you would like to go watch. I would like to criticize the previous note. I would like to say that I believe having yourself is enough. I wrote, and I quote, "He has himself, while that may not be enough, ... end quote." My back hurts. That is enough. It will always be enough. Any girl that this hard 100 stuff may or may not attract will be great, and it will be great to begin such a journey with someone. But at the end of the day, I am me. That is okay. And I love myself more, not more, in such a way that will never be replicated externally. Jack, I am so proud of you for finishing your first volume. I wish you great success in the continuation of future volumes. And now I must continue my episode. All right. Now let's make one last entry at the very bottom. Nope, missed that chance. That note will be the last thing that I write on this. So this is finished now. I think now what I need to do is make a new duplicate. Now I need to make a new document. File, make a copy. Volume I. Make a copy. And I did it. I am now in the new version of table of contents. Let's go and refresh this. How do I refresh the table of contents? There we go. Fantastic. All right. I can't believe that we finished a volume. It's 1:11. I want this shit to be over with. I want to go to McDonald's and get myself some fatty food and sugary drink. I want to post this, make the title, be done with it for the day. I guess we should make our first entry on this, shouldn't we? Insert table of contents, right? Tab, watermark, table of contents. Dotted, plain text. Let's do dotted. Jackkadis Volume 1. How do I, what is it like? That's the title, so I just want to do header. Heading 1. February 22nd. The beginning. This is so awesome that this is happening, especially that I'm getting it on camera. This is amazing. Welcome to the beginning of Volume 2. I hope you enjoyed Volume 1. And I can't wait to see what is in store for us this year. I hope a super hot smoking girlfriend. It's late at night currently, and I am also multitasking this entry with the filming of Keeping It Real episode 57. You can go watch that if you would like to know what my big full beard looks like. So I will end this entry here. Peace. Wow. I really got to roll up my back. It's killing me. It's killing me. I gotta do a lot of things. Where's that napkin? One. Oh, hey. Wait, that's 3, right? 137. That's definitely a 3. Yeah. So that means I have 16 plus 7, 23 minutes left in this episode. What else can we talk about? There was that girl that I sent those texts to. You're probably thinking which one. And I don't know what to tell you, bruh. Probably the first one that I mentioned. The one where I didn't get a response. The one where I sent the text, didn't get a response. And then I think I doubled down on the next episode and sent another text because it was about to be not afternoon and nighttime. And I was like, if I don't make a move now, then if you know what I'm saying? And it resulted in no response regardless. So, but her friends walked into my work today. They just wanted to go to the bathroom, which a lot of people were doing that because there's a concert down the street, which I went and saw and I'll tell you about. But I walked out from the back and I saw them all and I was like, hey guys. And my heart started beating fast, because I knew. And they were like, hey, I was like, where you going? They were like, the concert. And I was like, awesome. Yeah, that's the end of that story. It's whatever. Oh, let's talk about this. There was, okay. Let's talk about this. So today at work, there was a super pretty girl. I noticed her first before she even walked into the store. The front of our store is all glass and you can see out into the street. And I see them take that corner and walk towards our storefront. And I'm like, they're going to probably come in here. And it was her and she was holding hands with, as it got closer and closer, I realized it was her mom, I think, an older woman. And I was like, this girl is so beautiful and she's holding hands with her mom. That is the sweetest thing that I've seen all week. Like I really like want to know about her, I want to know about her. So I, keep stealing glances at her and trying to like trying to push away, like I feel a little bit creepy like just looking at her. And so I'm like I should say something, like I should say something. I should say something. So I'm thinking like I could see if she might want to go see the Hurricanes, or I could see maybe she might want to go, or like I could ask her name or something, or anything. Just come on, nothing. She walked out. And what's with that, dude? What's with that? Like why can't I open my mouth? Like ain't nothing wrong with talking to a girl. But why does it feel like, why does it seem like there's a trillion million obstacles between me and my normal state, my everyday mojo, my brainsicle, and this scenario where like I actually open my mouth and say literally anything to this girl. A girl, any girl, beautiful girl. Why is it so, like, why do I feel like I crawl underneath barbed wire, hop a super tall fence, sail across a moat, get into a duel, climb the castle, just to realize that, like, there's a immovable boulder in between me and my voice. Like, it's like I come so far just to always turn around and go back home and not do it. I don't know, but I think like, I don't know, like, I think like, I think I am making progress because, a year ago, I had to get on Hinge to talk to girls, because I couldn't make anything happen in the real world, so I downloaded a fucking app where I could put my picture up and like send text. And I hate texting more than anything. I hate the word, you shouldn't hate things, but can I be real with you? I hate texting so much. But that's how I decided to go about this. I decided to text girls. I can't believe that. So I think I've come a long way, right? Because I think like now I'm back on the right track. And the right track is worrying about the right problems and asking the right questions. And I think the right question here is, why can't I talk to pretty girls out in public? Why can't I do that? Because I can. I should be able to. I know I can. I know I could. I know I will. I believe that I will. So yeah. That's that. This beard is coming up on its expiration date. I really don't think it's for me. So is this episode, dude. I want this episode to end. I'm sick of it. I don't want to be doing this anymore. And I know that when I finish, I still have like another hour's worth of work to do, basically, because it takes 30 minutes to process this video and 30 minutes to, well, just another really 30 minutes worth of work. I'd say maybe 40. I don't know. Probably just 30. Really, if you think about it, this is not that big of a I don't know. Let's talk about this. I don't know, actually. I don't think I want to talk about it. Is it good not to talk about it, though? I'm thinking like I could text her. You know what I'm saying? It's a girl that I'm thinking about right now. And I'm thinking like, why don't I text her? But what does that, like, why? But why not, though? Because I don't want to, I don't want to think that, I don't want to like not reach out just because like I don't want to be a burden. Like that's something that you should never do. Like, if someone's on your mind and you're thinking of someone, you should reach out to them. It's tricky with this texting stuff because people don't really know how to handle it. This girl, though, I look back on these things, like these moments and these situations and such, and I think from an outsider looking in, I look like I have a lot of problems. I look like I, am like crazy. I am in the wrong. I am stupid. But I never let that sort of thing influence like the way that I act, especially when it comes to if I like someone a lot. But it's tricky because, like, if something seems a certain way, then usually it is. You know? So maybe I am crazy. Maybe I am crazy because I met a girl recently, like over these past 3-4 months, and within like a week or two of knowing her, I told her that I loved her. And I probably asked her to be my girlfriend, like, I don't know, 5-7 times or something. But I don't know, cause it's like I do want to like trust myself, right? It could because no one's going to advocate for me except me. And if I feel something, if I feel a certain way in my heart, then like, I don't know, man. I've been through a lot and I just feel like life's short and I'm going to let you know that I love you. I'm never going to not do that sort of thing. I don't care, what, the rules are, what's expected of you. I'm not going to become someone else. Last time I became someone else, I got broken up with, Last time but I don't think I became someone else. I think like I really genuinely wanted to be like who I thought was a better person for this person. Yeah, anyway, this girl in particular is like totally in a relationship. So that's interesting. Speaking of people in relationships, one time I caught somebody cheating and I let the other party know that they were being cheated on, and I still feel bad about that to this day. Explain that to me. I still don't know if that was like the right move. Like, why did I just not just like keep my mouth shut? Why did I have to get involved? I don't know, man. I don't know, but I did. It's crazy. It's crazy this state I'm in right now, right? Because it's like all it takes is one moment of me overcoming my own stupid ego and telling a girl that I just think she's really pretty and maybe if she's free sometime, I'd like to spend some time or get to know her, like, and all that's all it might take, and all of a sudden it's like bang, the rest of my life begins. It's so crazy. It's like this weird it's like a gambler's fallacy almost, and that's the unhealthy side of it. It truly is. I got to say. It's the same with the social media stuff. If you let it sort of consume you in the wrong ways, you can make things only because you're hoping for that hit, that next boost, that next set of views, you know? But it's tricky because it's all about how you frame it, right? I've often thought back to quitting weed, and I thought, like, I know a lot of people that still smoke weed, and I can think back to certain days where I was really good about smoking weed. You know, I only smoked as much as I needed, and that was that. And I think, like, about how I've changed as a person since I've stopped smoking weed. And I think I would have probably, like, whatever great things I'm going to go on to do, I probably would have and could have done them while smoking weed, you know? What was my point here? So it's like with the social media stuff, I don't think, like, there isn't anything wrong with doing something for something. You know what someone told me the other day? They said that life and people are just moving. All that life is moving one thing from one place to the next. That's all it is. When you wake up, you move yourself. When you're at school, you move a pencil. When I'm at work, I just move sandwiches around. Like, it's all that I do. It's all that anyone does. But who moves things in the best way, you know? It's crazy. It's a crazy way to think about everything. One of my best childhood friends is in therapy rehab right now. And I don't think he needs to be. I don't think he needs to be at all. And I think that him being there is bad. I mean, I guess it's good. You know, I guess him being there is good. But I think, like, the message of that he might get, like, okay, this is what I think. I think my friend being in rehab might be good for him in the short term, but I worry about what it will do to him in the long term, because it's like, I don't want him to think that he needs to be there. And it's like, at the end of the day, when you get sent to a place like that, the only person that can tell you that you're okay and that you're good and that you're okay is you. And it's scary when you're the only person that you can rely on, because what if you let yourself down? I am at work today. We lost a crucial piece of equipment. We lost a certain screw to a slicer. And I say we, but I didn't fucking lose it. My coworker looked up at me and he was like, "Yo, we have a problem." And the way that he said it and the way that he was talking about it after, as we were looking for it, makes me think that, like, maybe he lost it at one point and, like, didn't let me know till another point. And I'm thinking, like, weird. Anyway, now I had to figure it out. You know, we swapped the slicers because there's two of them and one has the screw. So we swapped the one with the screw to the, place of the one without the screw. But I think tomorrow they have lots of catering. It's Sunday. I could only assume that that's why all the boxes are there. I'm thinking about maybe waking up early and going to help because the screw is gone and I want to be there to explain in the morning. But that probably won't happen if I end up at McDonald's in about 45 minutes. I'm really starting to get fucking sick and tired of my roommate and his girlfriend and their perfect little relationship. It really just makes me feel like I'm just so behind. Where's my girl, dude? I don't want to be like my dad. I don't want to wait till I'm 27 to start such an important thing. I don't want to tell myself that until I have a six-figure salary, no girl's gonna care about me. I don't want that to be like what happens. 27, dude. Like I can't be that old. Like I cannot be that. I can't go the next 6 years without having somebody in my corner or without like. It's like how I felt when I didn't have this job. Like I just wanted a job. I wanted a job that I can work. Like I want a person that I can be with. Um. So where the fuck they at? You know. So ready for this episode to be over. 5 minutes and we're done. What else is there to talk about here? I mean, fuck if I know. I don't give a shit. I just want to turn this mic off, turn this camera off. I'll probably go to McDonald's straight after this, to be honest. Actually, I think I'll roll out my back straight after this. And maybe I'll film my shorts. Maybe. I think I will film my shorts because I think what I'm going to do for my shorts today is read out my my entry from this time last year in segments. I think that could be an interesting I don't know. It's like I wrote it a year ago and now it's becoming a YouTube short. Like I think that has value, I guess. I think it has value, and it's like I want to bring value. I want to be of use. So that's probably what I'll do for my 4 shorts today. I really have to pee, and there's 4 minutes till the episode's over, and I'm gonna hold it. Shout out again to D Money. If anybody in the house knows D Money, tell her I said what's up. She is my emergency contact. I barely know the woman, but I've heard great things. Heard great things about her. I also want to give a big shout out to Autobell Car Wash on Charlottetown Avenue. They just picked up a new recruit, aka my little brother, and that is a huge, huge deal. Carrying on the legacy and fulfilling the prophecy. Shout out to Ben Kadis, the one and the only and the great Ben Kadis. Finally, a shout out to all of you listening that feel like nobody cares. You feel like you just repeat the same day over and over again, and you hate yourself, and it's never going to get better because every time you try to make it better, you just seem to fall 2 steps back and make it even more worse. You got me, all right? You send a comment, send me an email, I'm going to reply. I'm there for you. I'll do it until I can't anymore. I love you. You should love you, though. You know what I'm saying? It's good to do one thing. It's good to pick one thing and do it. It doesn't actually matter too much what the thing is. It just matters that you're doing one thing, you know? I think I sort of abstractly realized that, and it led me to the creation of these cameras, this microphone, and me performing, me doing it daily. I think it has sort of like a value. It has a it's like I'm building towards something, and I can believe in myself. So pick something, you know, sing a song, paint a picture, run a mile, make a friend, watch a concert, play a sport, drive a car, fix a bicycle, anything. Just do it with the intention of doing it for the rest of your life. and see where it takes you. I know the rest of your life thing is scary, but it's like true. So might as well, I don't know, just try it out, man. With those words and that sentiment, episode 57 of Keeping It Real. Is this episode 57 or 58? I think we're on 57. Yeah. With that, episode 57 has come to a close. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.